At just 20 years old, Maria was a young woman whose dreams and aspirations seemed at odds with the limited opportunities presented by her modest beginnings. Employed as a maid in the grandiose mansion of the Gutierrez family, one of the city's most affluent and esteemed households, Maria's daily life starkly contrasted with the humble dwelling of her past. The mansion, a symbol of opulence and extravagance, stood as a constant reminder of the disparity between her past and present. If you are not subscribed, I recommend you subscribe and activate the bell so you don't miss any videos. Despite her lowly position, Maria approached her work with unwavering dedication and a radiant smile. Her days were filled with long hours of cleaning rooms, preparing elaborate meals, and attending to the whims of the Gutierrez family. Yet her unshakable optimism and relentless spirit made the demanding tasks more bearable. Maria's hope for a brighter future flickered gently in her heart, though she could scarcely imagine how it might be realized. Luis Martinez, the eldest son of the Gutierrez family, was a strikingly handsome man of 25. Celebrated for his sharp intellect and magnetic charisma, he was on the verge of entering the seminary to fulfill a long-standing family tradition of becoming a priest. Luis was known for his respectful demeanor and kindness towards the household staff, qualities that made him stand out remarkably among his relatives. One fateful afternoon, as Maria meticulously tended to the mansion's lush greenhouse, she stumbled over a disorganized pile of books, causing a flower pot to tumble and shatter into countless fragments. Luis, who had been engrossed in reading in a secluded corner of the greenhouse, swiftly moved to her aid. As their eyes met in that poignant moment, an unforeseen and profound connection sparked between them. From that serendipitous encounter, Maria and Luis began to find reasons to spend more time together. Seizing every chance to converse and delve into each other's lives, their conversations ranged from light-hearted exchanges to deep, introspective discussions. Despite the constraints of his vows and the imminent clerical path that awaited him, Luis found himself irresistibly drawn to Maria's genuine simplicity and warmth. In turn, Maria saw in Luis a rare kind of respect and sincere interest, something she seldom experienced in her daily interactions. Their clandestine meetings became increasingly frequent, filled with shared secrets, dreams, and longings in the mansion's hidden alcoves. Though acutely aware of the danger and prohibition surrounding their relationship, they could not resist the magnetic pull they felt toward one another. Each stolen moment was cherished, knowing that it could be their last, intensifying the bond that had unexpectedly blossomed between them. Their love, though born from the most unexpected of circumstances, was a testament to the power of connection and the transformative effect of genuine affection. As they navigated the challenges of their disparate worlds and the looming reality of Luis's imminent departure, their relationship became a sanctuary of mutual support and unspoken promises, forever altering the course of their lives. One serene evening, under the gentle caress of moonlight, Luis and Maria wandered through the garden, their steps soft against the cool earth. The garden, bathed in a silvery glow, seemed to hold its breath as Luis reached out and took Maria's trembling hand. With a voice laced with raw emotion, he whispered his deep and abiding love for her. The words, charged with longing and vulnerability, fell upon Maria's ears like a tender melody. Tears welled in her eyes as she confessed her own profound affection, aware that this love was both a magnificent blessing and a perilous curse. Luis, overwhelmed by the intensity of his feelings, found himself at a profound crossroads. His heart ached with the realization that while his vows and familial expectations bound him to the path of priesthood, his soul yearned for Maria. Each day became a battleground of conflicting emotions for Luis. The pressure of his religious commitments loomed large, casting a shadow over his burgeoning love for Maria. Every fleeting glance at her only intensified the inner turmoil he grappled with. Maria, meanwhile, lived ensnared in a constant state of dread. She understood the precarious nature of their love from the beginning, Yet she could not bring herself to sever the bond she cherished so deeply. Their clandestine meetings, now more fervent and impassioned, were laced with an unspoken knowledge that each encounter could be their last. As their love blossomed, so did the dangers it entailed. They were fully aware of the peril they faced, but the flames of their passion were too irresistible to extinguish. Louis, on the brink of entering the seminary, found himself increasingly torn between his sacred duty and his profound affection for Maria. One morning, Maria awoke feeling unsteady and nauseous. At first, she dismissed it as mere fatigue from her grueling work. However, as the days wore on, her symptoms grew more severe. Desperate for answers, she turned to Mrs. Gomez, a trusted healer in the neighborhood. The diagnosis was shattering. Maria was pregnant. A wave of fear and despair crashed over her. The reality of her situation seemed insurmountable. She couldn't remain in the mansion with a child, especially one fathered by Louise. Consumed by panic, her nights were tormented by sleeplessness and tears. Louis, upon learning of the pregnancy, was overwhelmed with devastation. His desire to be with Maria and support their child clashed painfully with his vows and family obligations. In her anguish, Maria made the heart-wrenching decision to ensure her baby's future. Unable to keep the child, but unwilling to let her grow up without love, Maria chose a sorrowful path. On a dark, stormy night, she left the mansion, her baby wrapped snugly in a blanket. She made her way to a nearby convent, where she hoped the compassionate nuns would offer a safe and loving home for her daughter. With a heavy heart, Maria placed her baby on the convent steps, accompanied by a heartfelt note explaining her inability to care for the child, yet expressing her boundless love. She rang the doorbell and concealed herself in the shadows, her heart breaking as Sister Isabel, a gentle and caring nun, discovered the infant and took her inside. Maria's heart shattered into countless fragments as she watched from her hidden vantage point. She knew she had made the hardest decision of her life, but she was resolute that it was for the best. Sister Isabel, with her unwavering kindness and devotion, embraced the baby and brought her into the warmth of the convent. Naming her Anna, a name simple yet brimming with hope, Sister Isabel vowed to nurture and protect the child as her own. From that moment forward, Anna's life would be one of love and security, sheltered within the caring embrace of the convent orphanage. In the midst of her tumultuous past, Maria resolved to forge a new path for herself, determined to leave behind the sorrow and regret that had once weighed heavily on her heart. Embracing the challenges of a new beginning, she ventured into the fashion industry, starting from the very bottom. Her journey was arduous, marked by countless hours of hard work and relentless perseverance. Driven by an unyielding passion and innate talent, Maria gradually made a name for herself in the world of fashion. Her unique vision and exceptional creativity soon distinguished her from her peers, and she rose through the ranks to become a celebrated fashion designer. Maria's life underwent a remarkable transformation. Amidst her burgeoning career, she crossed paths with Carlos Fernandez, a prominent businessman whose admiration for Maria's skill and resilience soon blossomed into a deep affection. Their connection was instant and profound, leading to a beautiful marriage and the birth of 2 children, Daniel and Laura. Together, Maria and Carlos built a life of prosperity and joy. Yet, even as she thrived in her new world, the ache of her past lingered. On the quietest nights, when the house was filled only with the soft sounds of her sleeping children, Maria's thoughts wandered back to Anna. She was haunted by the memory of the daughter she had left behind and held on to a fervent hope that one day they might be reunited. At the convent, Sister Isabel carried the infant Anna into the dimly lit chapel, the flickering candlelight casting a warm glow on the sacred space. With a heart full of hope and compassion, Sister Isabel prayed fervently for the tiny baby in her arms, beseeching that Anna's life be filled with love and opportunity. From that moment onward, Anna became a cherished member of the convent's community. Sister Isabel, true to her word, devoted herself to nurturing Anna with the utmost care and affection. The orphanage became Anna's home, a place where she grew up surrounded by the loving presence of other girls and the vigilant care of the nuns. Though Anna did not know her biological parents, she was acutely aware of a persistent void in her heart, a longing she could not quite name. Despite this, the love and kindness of Sister Isabel and the other nuns created a nurturing environment that enveloped her in warmth and security. Anna was a spirited and inquisitive child, her vibrant personality setting her apart and drawing admiration from those around her. Back in her new life, Maria poured herself into her career with unparalleled dedication. Her early days in a modest sewing shop were filled with challenges, but her innate talent and indefatigable spirit quickly began to shine. She embraced every opportunity to learn and grow, refining her skills and expanding her knowledge of design and tailoring. As time passed, Maria's reputation in the fashion world soared. Her innovative designs and keen sense of emerging trends earned her widespread acclaim. With her own fashion house now established, Maria's achievement was nothing short of monumental, a testament to her journey from humble beginnings to becoming a beacon of success. Through her professional triumphs, Maria found love with Carlos Fernandez, a man who was captivated not only by her extraordinary talent, but also by her unwavering determination. Their marriage, celebrated with grace and surrounded by loved ones, marked the beginning of a new chapter in their lives. Together, they nurtured a family, welcoming Daniel and Laura into their world. Despite the happiness and fulfillment of her new life, Maria's heart never fully released the shadow of her past. In the solitude of the night, as her children slept soundly, Maria's thoughts would drift to Anna. The question of her daughter's well-being and happiness remained ever present, and Maria clung to the hope that fate might one day allow them to reunite. As Anna blossomed under Sister Isabel's loving care, her life at the convent became a tapestry woven with affection and encouragement. Growing up surrounded by the nurturing warmth of the convent orphanage, Anna developed a profound bond with Sister Isabel, who became her guiding maternal figure. Despite lacking any memories of her biological parents, Anna's connection with Sister Isabel filled the void in her heart. From an early age, Anna's remarkable talent for music and acting began to shine. Her enchanting voice captivated all who heard it, and she eagerly participated in the small plays organized by the nuns. Recognizing Anna's gifts, Sister Isabel dedicated herself to providing her with opportunities to flourish. She taught Anna to read and write, fostering her creativity and encouraging her to dream ambitiously. Anna's inquisitive nature and boundless imagination filled her days with adventures in the convent garden, where she spun fantastical tales and conjured magical characters. Though life in the orphanage was modest, Anna's inventive spirit ensured that her days were brimming with joy and creativity. As the years passed, Anna emerged as a talented and self-assured young woman. Her passion for acting and music fueled her dream of performing on stage. Despite the constraints of her surroundings, Anna's belief in her future remained unwavering. Sister Isabel, immensely proud of the woman Anna had become, wholeheartedly supported her decision to leave the convent and seek her destiny in the vibrant world of Mexico City. Arriving in the bustling city with high hopes and only a few possessions, Anna embarked on her quest to become an actress. The city's vibrant energy and myriad opportunities presented both excitement and challenges. With a mixture of apprehension and enthusiasm, Anna began her search for roles at modeling agencies and local theaters. Her journey in this competitive and dynamic environment was gradual, but her talent and charm began to open doors. She secured a position at a modeling agency, where her dedication and exceptional skills soon made her a standout. Each photo shoot and runway appearance brought her closer to her dream of becoming a renowned actress. Simultaneously, Maria's fashion empire continued to flourish. Her fashion house had risen to prominence, becoming one of the most prestigious in the country, known for its groundbreaking designs and trend-setting flair. Maria's success was undeniable, but the memory of her lost daughter, Anna, remained a poignant part of her life. Fate had a surprising twist in store for both Maria and Anna. One of Maria's latest collections garnered attention at the very modeling agency where Anna worked. Impressed by Anna's fresh talent and charisma, Maria decided to include her in a photo shoot, unaware of Anna's true identity. Maria was enchanted by Anna's presence and professionalism, finding her an exceptional addition to the shoot. Anna, on the other hand, experienced a complex mix of admiration and unease around Maria. Although she was unaware of Maria's true connection to her, there was an undeniable magnetism and discomfort that she felt in Maria's presence. As their paths converged in this unexpected way, both women were on the brink of discovering a truth that would alter their lives forever. The unspoken connection between them hinted at a deeper bond, setting the stage for a momentous revelation that would bridge their past with their present. Anna's new role as the face of Maria's upcoming campaign was both thrilling and daunting. The recognition was a significant milestone in her career, yet it also meant navigating the complicated dynamics with Maria. The tension between them, compounded by personal and professional entanglements, created a complex web of emotions. Maria's office was abuzz with the frenetic energy typical of a major fashion launch. Amidst the preparations, Maria sat at her desk, her gaze focused on sketches and fabric samples. When Anna arrived, the atmosphere was charged with anticipation. Maria's warm but measured welcome hinted at a deeper intention behind the meeting. "Anna, thank you for coming," Maria began, looking up with a mix of professional enthusiasm and personal weight in her eyes. "I have a proposal for you. I want you to be the main image of our new campaign. It's a big step, and I believe you're ready for it." Anna's heart raced at the prospect. It was a remarkable opportunity, one that could solidify her place in the fashion world. However, the thought of working more closely with Maria, given their strained relationship, stirred a cocktail of excitement and apprehension within her. "Thank you, Maria," Anna replied, striving to maintain a composed exterior despite the turmoil inside. "I'm very grateful for this opportunity. I'll do my best." Maria's expression softened, reflecting a blend of professional pride and personal concern. "I know, Anna. I've seen your talent, and I'm confident in your future. But there's something else I want to discuss with you. I've noticed there's some tension between us, and I want to understand why. Maybe we can talk and clear things up." Anna was taken aback by the directness of Maria's offer. The chance to address their unresolved issues presented an opportunity to gain clarity and perhaps mend their fractured relationship. The conversation was not just about professional matters, but also about the personal connection that had lingered in the background. "Sure," Anna said, her voice reflecting both resolve and curiosity. "I'd appreciate the chance to talk." Maria led Anna to a quieter part of the office, where they could speak without the usual bustle of the fashion house intruding. As they settled into a more private space, Maria's demeanor shifted from the authoritative figure of the workplace to a more vulnerable and open state. "I've been reflecting on our interactions," Maria began, her voice tinged with sincerity. "There's something about you that resonates with me deeply, but I've struggled to understand it fully. I'm aware that my protectiveness and demands may have caused friction between us. It's been difficult for me to reconcile my professional expectations with the feelings I have." Anna listened intently, her own feelings a mix of confusion and insight. "I felt that too," she admitted. "There's a tension I can't quite place. It's as if there's an unspoken connection between us that I can't fully understand." Maria nodded, her eyes reflecting a blend of regret and hope. "It's been a challenge for me as well. I've carried a lot of pain from my past, and sometimes it seeps into how I interact with others. I want to make things right between us." The conversation was a revelation for both women. Maria's openness allowed Anna to see her in a new light, and Anna's willingness to confront the issues fostered a greater understanding between them. Despite the unresolved mystery of their connection, there was now a bridge of empathy and communication. As the meeting concluded, Anna felt a renewed sense of determination. The opportunity to work on the campaign was a significant step in her career, and the conversation with Maria had provided a new perspective. Anna resolved to focus on her goals and embrace the possibilities ahead, while navigating the evolving relationship with Maria with a sense of hope and cautious optimism. The journey ahead was uncertain, but with a deeper understanding of their dynamic and a shared commitment to moving forward, both Maria and Anna were poised to face the challenges and opportunities that awaited them. Anna and Daniel exchanged puzzled glances as they entered the office. The urgency of the message from Laura and the presence of Father Alejandro, a respected figure in the community, added a layer of intrigue to the situation. Maria's serious demeanor heightened the tension in the room. "Father Alejandro has something important to share," Maria said, her voice steady but carrying an undercurrent of anticipation. Father Alejandro, a distinguished man with a calming presence, took a deep breath before speaking. "Thank you for coming so quickly. I know this might come as a surprise, but there's something crucial I need to discuss with both of you." Anna and Daniel took their seats, their curiosity and apprehension growing. Maria and Father Alejandro exchanged a brief, solemn glance before he continued. Many years ago, a difficult decision was made involving a young child, a decision that had far-reaching consequences. Father Alejandro began. That child was Anna. Her mother, Maria, faced a heartbreaking choice, and Anna was placed in the care of the convent under Sister Isabel's watchful eye. Anna's eyes widened in disbelief, and Daniel's expression turned to one of shock and confusion. Maria, visibly emotional, took a deep breath before addressing the room. "Anna, I need to tell you something," Maria said, her voice trembling. "You are my daughter. I made the painful decision to leave you at the convent to give you a better chance at life. I didn't know how to find you again, but I always hoped that one day we could be reunited." Anna's emotions swirled as she tried to process the revelation. The questions and feelings she had carried for so long suddenly made sense, but the complexity of the situation was overwhelming. "I've always felt a connection with you," Anna Maria continued, tears forming in her eyes. "I've seen your talent and strength, and I've been watching from afar, hoping for this moment when we could finally meet. I'm so sorry for everything." The room was silent, except for the soft hum of the air conditioning. Anna's thoughts raced, and she felt a mix of anger, confusion, and relief. She looked at Maria, struggling to reconcile the mother she had never known with the professional relationship they had built. Daniel, equally stunned by the revelation, reached out to Anna's hand. "Anna, I didn't know. I've been caught in this whirlwind of emotions too. I care about you deeply, but this changes everything." Anna squeezed Daniel's hand, her mind grappling with the new reality. "I need some time to process this," she said quietly. "There's so much to understand, and I need to come to terms with it all." Maria nodded, her face etched with concern. "Of course, Anna. Take all the time you need. I want to support you in any way I can." Father Alejandro, having provided the crucial information, added, "This is a lot to take in. I'm here to offer guidance and support if you need it." As the meeting concluded, Anna, Daniel, and Maria were left to navigate the newfound complexity of their relationships. The revelation had unveiled hidden truths and created new challenges, but it also opened the door to healing and understanding. Anna and Daniel walked out of the office, their thoughts heavy with the weight of the day's events. The future remained uncertain, but the path ahead was now illuminated with the possibility of reconciliation and new beginnings. The revelation left a profound silence in the room, each person grappling with the weight of the truth that had just been laid bare. The air felt thick with unspoken emotions and the gravity of the situation. Father Alejandro's gaze shifted to Anna and Daniel, his eyes filled with compassion and understanding. "Yes, Daniel, you and Anna are siblings," he confirmed, his voice gentle but firm. "This secret has been hidden for many years, but it was necessary to bring it to light for the sake of healing and understanding." Anna's emotions surged as she absorbed the full scope of the revelation. Her thoughts raced, trying to piece together the fragments of her past with the reality of her present. The bond she had felt with Maria now made sense, but the complexity of their professional relationship and the newly discovered sibling connection created a whirlwind of feelings. Maria, her face streaked with tears, reached out to Anna, her hands trembling. "Anna, I know this is overwhelming, and I can only imagine the pain and confusion you're feeling. I never wanted to hurt you. I wanted to give you the best life I could, and I thought the convent would be a safe place for you." Anna's voice was shaky as she responded, "I had no idea. I felt a connection with you, Maria, but I never understood why. And now to find out that Daniel and I are siblings, it's so much to take in." Daniel, still in shock, tried to steady his emotions. "This changes everything, Anna. I've been trying to understand why things felt so complicated between us, and now it's clear that this family secret has cast a shadow over our lives." Father Alejandro stepped in to offer some guidance. "I understand that this is a lot to process. The past cannot be changed, but how you move forward can be shaped by your decisions and actions now. The truth has been revealed, and it's up to each of you to decide how to navigate this new reality." Maria nodded, her voice full of regret and hope. "I want to make amends, Anna. I hope you can find it in your heart to understand why I made the choices I did. I want to be part of your life, if you're willing." Anna looked at Maria, her expression a mix of sorrow and cautious hope. "I need time to understand all of this and to figure out what this means for us moving forward. But I'm willing to try to understand and to see where this leads." Daniel took Anna's hand, offering her support. "We're in this together, Anna. We'll face this new reality as a family and work through it, one step at a time." As the meeting concluded, the group left the office, each person carrying the burden of new knowledge and the potential for healing. The path ahead was uncertain, but with the truth now out in the open, they had the opportunity to rebuild relationships and find a way forward. Anna and Daniel walked out into the bustling streets of Mexico City, their minds heavy with the weight of the day's revelations. Though their future was now intertwined with the complexities of family and newfound connections, there was also a glimmer of hope that, despite the difficulties, they could find a way to move forward together. Maria invited Anna to sit across from her, her expression a mix of hope and anxiety. The office, usually a place of professional energy, now felt like a sanctuary where the boundaries of their new relationship could be explored. Anna took a deep breath before speaking, trying to steady her emotions. "Maria, there are so many things I need to understand. Why did you make the choices you did? Why did you leave me at the convent?" Her voice, though soft, carried a deep longing for answers. Maria's eyes welled up with tears as she began to speak, her voice trembling. "Anna, I made the most difficult decision of my life when I left you at the convent. It wasn't because I didn't love you, it was because I did. I was in a position where I couldn't provide the life I wanted for you. My love for you was overshadowed by the fear of the consequences that would come from being with Louise. It was a different time, and I felt that the convent was the safest place for you." Anna listened intently, her heart aching with the weight of her mother's words. "I can understand why you made the decision, but it doesn't make it any easier to accept. Growing up without you, not knowing who you were, it was like a part of me was always missing." Maria reached out and gently took Anna's hand, her touch full of warmth and sincerity. "I know, Anna, and I'm so sorry for the pain you've endured. The convent gave you a wonderful life, but it was never my intention to leave you with unanswered questions and a feeling of abandonment. I hoped one day we could be reunited, and I want to make up for the lost time." Anna squeezed Maria's hand, her eyes reflecting both pain and hope. "I want to get to know you, understand you better, and build a relationship. But I need time to process everything. This is a lot to take in." Maria nodded, understanding the need for patience and space. "Take all the time you need, Anna. I'm here for you, and I want to support you in any way I can. We have a chance to build something new together, and I hope we can find a way to heal and grow as a family." The conversation marked the beginning of a new chapter for Anna and Maria. It was a journey of rebuilding trust and understanding, one step at a time. As they embraced the opportunity to mend their relationship, they both faced the challenge of reconciling their past with their present. For Daniel, the revelation that Anna was his sister brought a mix of relief and complexity. He had been deeply invested in their relationship, but now faced with the reality of their sibling bond, he struggled to redefine his feelings and the future of their connection. His support for Anna was unwavering, but navigating the new dynamics of their family required time and reflection. Anna's return to the convent and her discussions with Sister Isabel also brought her solace. The familiar surroundings and the guidance of the woman who had cared for her during her formative years provided a comforting space to sort through her emotions and come to terms with her new reality. As Anna continued to navigate her evolving relationship with Maria and Daniel, she focused on her career and personal growth. The fashion world was a place where she could channel her creativity and determination, and it remained a significant part of her journey. Her achievements and the challenges she faced became part of her story of resilience and self-discovery. The path ahead was uncertain, but with each passing day, Anna, Maria, and Daniel worked towards healing and forging a new connection. The journey was filled with moments of introspection, understanding, and the hope of a more meaningful and connected future. Luis arrived at the fashion house, his heart heavy with a mixture of hope and regret. He had spent years in contemplation and prayer, seeking solace in his vocation while grappling with the choices of his past. His visit was both an act of reconciliation and a search for understanding. As he entered Maria's office, he found Anna and Maria sitting together on the sofa, their expressions reflecting a mix of emotions. Luis took a deep breath and approached them with a respectful nod. "Maria, Anna, thank you for seeing me," he said, his voice trembling slightly. "I know this is an unexpected visit, but I felt I needed to be here." Maria looked at Luis with a mixture of sadness and acceptance. "Luis, it's been a long time. I'm glad you're here." "Anna, this is Luis Martinez, your father," Maria said softly, her eyes filled with both love and pain. Anna turned to face Luis, her emotions swirling as she processed the sight of the man who was her biological father. "Father Martinez, it's a lot to take in. I never imagined meeting you like this," she said, her voice a blend of curiosity and apprehension. Luis nodded, his eyes reflecting a deep sorrow. "Anna, I've been following your career and hearing about your accomplishments. I'm proud of you, but I also feel a profound regret for not being there for you. I want you to know that I never stopped thinking about you and Maria. The decisions we made were to protect you, but they were also a source of great pain." Anna looked at Luis, her heart aching with the complexity of their situation. "I appreciate your words, but it's hard to reconcile with the fact that you and Maria had to make those decisions. I grew up without knowing my parents, and now, meeting both of you, it's overwhelming." Luis stepped closer, reaching out a hand in a gesture of connection. "Anna, I understand the weight of what you're feeling. My life took me down a different path, but I want to be a part of yours now, if you're willing. I know I can never undo the past, but I hope we can find a way to build something new together." Anna hesitated for a moment, then took Luis's hand, feeling a mix of emotions, confusion, hope, and the desire for closure. "I want to understand more about you and how you fit into my life. It's a lot to process, but I'm open to finding a way forward." Luis smiled, a flicker of hope in his eyes. "Thank you, Anna. I'm here to support you in any way I can. We can take it one step at a time and see where this journey leads us." As the three of them sat together, the tension in the room began to ease. The conversations that followed were filled with the sharing of memories, explanations, and an effort to bridge the gaps created by years of separation. Luis shared stories of his life as a priest and his thoughts on the choices he had made. Anna and Maria recounted their experiences and the struggles they faced in the years apart. In the days that followed, the family began to slowly rebuild their connections. Anna, Maria, and Luis found moments of understanding and reconciliation, each of them navigating the complexities of their newfound relationship. Daniel, too, was a part of this evolving dynamic, embracing his role as Anna's brother and supporting her through the process of integrating her new family into her life. Though the journey was far from easy, the steps taken towards healing and understanding marked the beginning of a new chapter for Anna. The challenges of the past were met with the hope of a more connected future, one where the bonds of family could be explored and strengthened, despite the scars of previous decisions and sacrifices. They met in the same park where Anna had spoken with Daniel. "Anna, I know this is difficult for you, but I want you to know that I'm here to support you in whatever you need. I'm sorry I wasn't there for you before, but I want to be part of your life now," said Luis, his voice filled with emotion. Anna looked at him, feeling a mix of gratitude and confusion. "Thank you, Father. This is a lot to process, but I appreciate your support. I want to get to know you and understand more about our family." With the truth revealed and the first steps towards reconciliation taken, Anna, Maria, Daniel, and Luis began to adapt to their new reality. However, the complexity of their relationships and the secrets of the past did not disappear easily, and new tensions arose as they tried to build a future together. Anna continued working as a model for Maria's fashion house, and although their personal relationship had taken a significant turn, the professional environment remained complicated. "Anna, this photo shoot is crucial for our new collection. I need you to focus completely," Maria said as she reviewed the preparations for an important session. "I know, Mom. I'll do my best to meet expectations," Anna replied, feeling the pressure. During the session, tensions rose. Maria criticized every detail, trying to ensure everything was perfect. Anna, trying to please her mother, felt it was never enough. The tension peaked when Maria commented on one of Anna's poses. "Anna, that pose isn't working. You need to show more emotion, more passion," Maria said, her voice more critical than usual. Anna, feeling the pressure, responded with frustration. "I'm doing my best, Mom. Maybe you should remember I'm your daughter too, not just a model," she replied, trying to contain her emotions. Maria realized her mistake and approached Anna, softening her tone. "I'm sorry, Anna. You're right. Sometimes I forget how hard it is for you too. I just want this campaign to be a success, but I shouldn't push you so hard," she admitted with a look of regret. Meanwhile, Daniel and Anna were still dealing with the new boundaries of their relationship. Discovering they were siblings had changed everything, and they were both trying to adapt to their new reality. One night, they decided to talk at Daniel's house, seeking to clarify their feelings and establish a new dynamic. "Anna, I know this has been an emotional roller coaster for us, but I want you to know I'll always be here for you as your brother. We can get through this together," Daniel said sincerely. Anna nodded, feeling Daniel's support. "Thank you, Daniel. This isn't easy, but I know we can find a way forward. I've always felt a special connection with you, and now I know why. You're my family, and that won't change," Anna replied with a calm smile. Luis, on his part, struggled with his own internal conflict. He had dedicated his life to the church, but the revelation of Anna as his biological daughter filled him with contradictory emotions. He wanted to be part of her life, but also had to fulfill his responsibilities as a priest. One afternoon, Luis met with his mentor, Father Miguel, seeking advice. "Father Miguel, my heart is divided. I love my daughter and want to be there for her, but I've also sworn to serve God and the church. How can I reconcile these two aspects of my life?" Luis asked, his voice full of anguish. Father Miguel looked at him with understanding. "Luis, a father's love is a gift from God. You don't have to abandon your faith to be a good father. Find a balance, support Anna, and be a fatherly figure for her while continuing with your religious duties. God understands the dilemmas of the human heart," Father Miguel responded wisely. Luis Martinez felt trapped between two worlds. On one side, he had dedicated his life to the church, and on the other, he had discovered the existence of Anna, his biological daughter. The revelation had shaken his world, and now he found himself at a crossroads, seeking a way to reconcile his vocation with his responsibilities as a father. One day, while Luis was preparing to officiate a mass, he received an unexpected visit in the sacristy. Maria had decided to talk to him about his role in Anna's life. The conversation promised to be difficult but necessary. "Luis, thank you for seeing me before the Mass. We need to talk about Anna," Maria said, her voice full of determination. "Of course, Maria. I'm here to listen and help in any way I can," Luis responded, trying to hide his nervousness. Maria took a deep breath before continuing. "Anna needs her father, but I also understand you have a commitment to the church. I don't want to put you in a difficult position, but I think we can find a balance. Anna deserves to know her father and receive his support," Maria said sincerely. Luis nodded, feeling the weight of her words. "Maria, I understand what you're saying. I love Anna and want to be part of her life, but I also have my duties here. I'm willing to find a way to be present for her without abandoning my vocation," he responded firmly. Luis and Maria decided to organize a family dinner so Luis could spend time with Anna, Daniel, and Laura in a more relaxed setting. The dinner would be an opportunity for everyone to get to know each other better and for Luis to start building a relationship with his children. On the night of the dinner, the atmosphere in Maria's house was charged with nervousness and anticipation. Luis arrived with a bottle of wine and a small box of chocolates for Anna, trying to break the ice. "Thank you for inviting me, Maria. I'm very happy to be here," Luis said as he entered the house. "Welcome, Luis. We're happy you came," Maria replied, smiling. The dinner began with light conversations about daily life and funny anecdotes. Slowly, the initial tension began to dissipate, and everyone started to feel more comfortable. Anna, sitting next to Luis, took the opportunity to ask him questions about his life. "Dad," Anna began, hesitating with the word, "tell me more about yourself. I want to know more about your life and how you became a priest." Luis smiled, happy to see Anna was interested in getting to know him. "Well, I always felt a strong calling to the church from a young age. My family had high expectations for me, and following that path seemed right. But I always carried in my heart the love I felt for your mother, and now the joy of knowing you," Luis responded with a look full of affection. Daniel and Laura also took the opportunity to get to know their biological father better. Although the situation was strange, both were willing to give Luis a chance. "Father, I know this is new for all of us, but I want you to know I'm willing to get to know you and accept this new reality," Daniel said firmly. "Me too, Dad. I know it hasn't been easy for any of us, but we can overcome this together," Laura added, smiling timidly. Luis, moved by his children's words, promised to do everything possible to be present in their lives. "Thank you, children. I can't express how grateful I am for your understanding and support. I'll do my best to be a good father for you," Luis said with tears in his eyes. The dinner ended with a sense of hope and unity. Although there were many challenges ahead, the family was determined to face them together. Luis promised to be present in his children's lives and find a balance between his duties as a priest and his role as a father. The day after the family dinner, everyone in Maria's house was processing the events and emotions of the previous night. However, the revelations were not over. Maria and Luis's past still had secrets that were going to come to light and challenge the family once again. Maria was in her office reviewing some designs when she received an unexpected call from Clara, a friend of the Gutierrez family, who had witnessed the events that led to Maria and Luis's separation. "Maria, it's Clara. I need to talk to you in person. There's something important you need to know about the past," Clara said, her voice full of urgency. "Of course, Clara. Come to the fashion house." "I'll be here all afternoon," Maria replied, feeling a growing sense of concern. Shortly after, Clara arrived at Maria's office, her expression serious, and Maria knew what she had to say would be hard to hear. "Maria, I know you recently reunited with Anna and revealed the truth about her origin, but there's something else you need to know, something I haven't been able to forget all these years," Clara began, taking a deep breath before continuing. "The Gutierrez family, specifically your mother, played a darker role in our separation than you imagined." Maria looked at her with wide eyes, waiting for her to continue. "Your mother and Luis's father, Don Ricardo, conspired to separate you when they found out you were pregnant. They planned everything so that you and Luis could never be together. They were the ones who pressured Luis to follow his vocation, threatening to destroy his life and reputation if he didn't comply. And you, Maria, they made you believe that the convent was the only option for Anna," Clara revealed, her voice trembling. Maria felt a mix of anger and sadness as she heard Clara's words. She had suspected her mother had something to do with her separation from Luis, but she didn't know to what extent. "Why didn't you tell me this before?" Clara Maria asked, her voice full of pain. "I was afraid, Maria. The Gutierrez family had a lot of power, and I didn't want to risk it. But now with everything that has happened, I thought you should know the full truth." Clara responded with tears in her eyes. Maria knew she had to share this new information with Luis and Anna. That night she called a family meeting at her house. Anna and Daniel arrived first, followed by Luis. Everyone could see the seriousness on Maria's face and knew something important was about to be revealed. "Family, thank you for coming. Clara, a family friend, has told me something we need to discuss," Maria began as everyone sat in the living room. Maria recounted the story Clara had told her, explaining how her mother and Luis's father had conspired to separate them. Luis turned pale, processing the magnitude of what he had heard. "I can't believe my father did that. I thought I was following my vocation by my own will, but now I see I was manipulated," Luis said, his voice full of disbelief. Anna, sitting next to Luis, took his hand in support. "Dad, Mom, what they did was terrible, but the most important thing is that now we're together. We can face this as a family," Anna said firmly. Despite the painful revelation, the family decided they needed to unite and face the past together. They decided to visit the graves of Maria and Luis's parents, seeking closure and the opportunity to forgive. When they arrived at the cemetery, they gathered around the graves and one by one shared their thoughts and feelings. Maria, with tears in her eyes, spoke first. "Mom, Dad, I know you did what you thought was best, but your decision caused a lot of pain. Today, I choose to forgive you and let go of this resentment," Maria said, placing flowers on the grave. Luis followed, with a mix of sadness and resolution in his voice. "Dad, I always wanted to make you proud, but your decision separated us. Even so, I choose to forgive you and move on with my life and my family," he said, also leaving a bouquet of flowers. Anna and Daniel, moved by their parents' words, joined in a family hug, feeling that they were finally on the path to healing and reconciliation. After the revelations and reconciliation at the cemetery, the family began to find a new normal. However, Anna felt there were still missing pieces in her story. She decided it was time to investigate more about her origins and the time she spent in the convent. Anna went to the convent where she had grown up, seeking answers and clarification. Sister Isabel welcomed her with a warm smile and led her to the convent's living room, where they could talk in private. "Sister Isabel, I want to know more about my time here." I've always wondered who my parents were and how I ended up in the convent. Now that I know the truth, I need to understand more about those early years," Anna said firmly, but with curiosity. Sister Isabel nodded and took a box of memories from a nearby closet. "Anna, I always knew you would want to know more one day. Here are all the things we kept for you: letters, photographs, and documents that might help you understand your story," she said, handing the box to Anna. Anna opened the box and found letters from Maria addressed to Sister Isabel, filled with love and sadness for having to leave her daughter. She also found photographs of her mother and father, as well as drawings she had made as a child. That night, Anna sat in her apartment and began reading the letters from her mother. Maria's words were filled with love and desperation, explaining her decisions and the pain she felt having to part from her daughter. "Dear Sister Isabel, not a day goes by without thinking of my daughter Anna. My heart is broken for having to leave her, but I know she is in good hands with you. I pray that one day we can reunite and she can understand that everything I did was out of love and to protect her. With love, Maria." Anna read each letter with tears in her eyes, feeling the depth of her mother's sacrifice. The letters were a testament to Maria's unwavering love and her constant desire to reunite with Anna. As she read, Anna found a letter mentioning a man named Jorge, a friend of the Gutierrez family. She decided she needed to speak with him to get more information about her parents and the past she still didn't fully know. Anna looked up Jorge's address and went to his house, determined to get answers. Jorge, an older man with a kind expression, welcomed her with curiosity. "Mr. Jorge, I'm Anna, the daughter of Maria and Luis. I've discovered many things about my past, but I still have questions. My mother mentioned your name in several letters. Can you help me understand more about what happened?" Anna asked firmly. Jorge nodded, inviting her to sit in his living room. "Anna, I've waited a long time to have this conversation. I know your story and the sacrifices your parents made. Your grandfather, Don Ricardo, was a powerful and feared man. He did everything he could to separate your mother and father, including threats and manipulation. I want you to know that your parents always loved you and did everything they could to protect you," Jorge said sincerely. Jorge continued to tell stories about the deep and genuine love between Luis and Maria. He spoke of how Luis had fought against family pressures and how Maria had faced the pregnancy and abandonment alone to protect Anna. "Luis never stopped loving you, Anna, neither you nor Maria. He always carried the pain of their separation as a cross, but he moved on for everyone's sake. What your grandparents did was terrible, but now you have the chance to heal those wounds and build a relationship with your parents." Jorge concluded, looking at Anna with a mix of sadness and hope. Leaving Jorge's house, Anna felt more connected to her past than ever. She better understood the sacrifices and love her parents had put into every difficult decision. She decided it was time to share what she had discovered with Maria and Luis so they could all heal together. That night, Anna gathered her family at Maria's house. She told them everything she had learned from the letters and from Jorge, and together they cried and laughed as they shared stories and memories. "Mom, Dad, I understand now everything you did for me. I love you and appreciate every sacrifice you made," Anna said, hugging her parents tightly. "Anna, we always knew that one day you would understand. Thank you for seeking the truth and giving us the chance to be a family again," Maria responded with tears of joy. Luis, holding Anna and Maria's hands, nodded with gratitude. "We are together now, and that's what matters. We will build a future based on love and forgiveness," Luis said, smiling. With the new balance reached in the family, Anna, Maria, and Luis began to build a life full of love and mutual support. However, there were still past wounds that needed healing. The family decided it was time to face those challenges together, seeking the redemption and forgiveness they longed for. Anna suggested a trip to her hometown where it all began. She wanted to learn more about her roots and see the place where her mother had grown up. Maria, initially hesitant, agreed, knowing this trip could bring the peace they all needed. They arrived in the small town on a sunny afternoon. The cobblestone streets and colorful houses welcomed them with a mix of nostalgia and curiosity. Maria showed them the house where she had lived and the places she frequented when she was young. "This is where I grew up, Anna. It's a place full of memories, some good and some painful. But they all are part of our story," Maria said, as they walked down the old path to her former house. The visit to the town also meant facing people from the past, including those who had influenced Maria and Luis's decisions. They decided to visit Mrs. Gomez, an elderly neighbor who had been friends with the Gutierrez family for years. Mrs. Gomez welcomed them with a warm smile and wise eyes. "Maria, Anna, Luis, it's a pleasure to see you after so long. I've heard about the recent events, and I'm here to support you, Mrs. Gomez said, serving tea in her small living room. During the conversation, Mrs. Gomez revealed more details about the past, confirming some of the stories they already knew and adding new perspectives. "Your parents, Maria and Luis, did what they thought was best at the time, but they also suffered for their decisions. Now that you're all together, it's time to heal those wounds, Mrs. Gomez said compassionately. They decided to hold a small ceremony in the town to close that chapter of their lives and seek the forgiveness and redemption they longed for. They invited friends and neighbors, including those who had been part of their story. The ceremony took place in the town's old church, a place full of significance for all. Luis, dressed in his cassock, stood before the congregation with Anna and Maria by his side. "We are here today to heal the wounds of the past and find the forgiveness we all need. Our story has been marked by difficult decisions and painful sacrifices, but also by love and hope. I ask you to join us in this quest for redemption," Luis said with a firm and emotional voice. Maria took Anna's hand and continued, "I have made mistakes in my life, but I have always loved my daughter and sought her well-being. Today I ask forgiveness from all those I have hurt and offer my open heart to heal and reconcile," Maria said with tears in her eyes. Anna, feeling the emotion of the moment, spoke from her heart. "I have discovered many truths about my life and my family. Today I choose to forgive and accept the love that surrounds me. Together we can build a future based on love and understanding," Anna said, looking at her mother and father with love. After the ceremony, the family felt a weight lifted from their shoulders. The words of forgiveness and redemption had deeply resonated within each of them and the community. They spent the rest of the day celebrating with friends and neighbors, enjoying the company and warmth of the town. Back in the city, Anna, Maria, and Luis felt more united than ever. They had faced their fears and their pasts and were ready to build a future full of love and hope. After the trip to the past and the emotional forgiveness ceremony, the family returned to the city with a renewed sense of unity and purpose. However, life continued to present challenges and difficult decisions that Anna, Maria, and Luis had to face together. Anna received a job offer that could change her life. A prestigious modeling agency in New York was interested in hiring her as the lead model for their next international campaign. This opportunity was a dream come true, but it also meant leaving behind her family and her new life in Mexico. Anna met with Maria and Luis to discuss the offer. They were sitting in the living room, the atmosphere full of anticipation and worry. "Mom, Dad, I received an offer to work in New York. It's an amazing opportunity, but I don't know if I'm ready to leave everything we've built here," Anna said with a mix of excitement and anxiety in her voice. Maria took Anna's hand, her gaze full of love and support. "Anna, this is a great opportunity for you. We've seen you grow and know how talented you are. We want you to follow your dreams, even if it means being away for a while," Maria replied with an encouraging smile. Luis nodded, feeling the weight of the decision Anna had to make. "Anna, we're here to support you in whatever you decide. You'll always be in our hearts, no matter where you are. Follow your passion and remember you always have a home here with us," Luis said with a firm and loving voice. Anna spent days reflecting on the offer. She walked through the parks and streets of the city, remembering the moments shared with her family and considering the impact of her decision. Finally, she made up her mind and gathered her family to communicate her choice. "I've decided to accept the offer in New York. I want to follow my dreams and take this opportunity, but I promise to stay in touch and come back often to see you," Anna said with determination. Maria and Luis hugged her, feeling a mix of pride and sadness. "We're so proud of you, Anna. We know you'll do amazing things. We'll miss you, but we'll always be here for you," Maria said with tears of happiness. "Follow your heart, daughter. We know you'll achieve great things. Remember, we'll always be together in spirit," Luis added with a warm smile. The following days were filled with preparations. Anna packed her belongings, arranged her trip, and said goodbye to friends and family. Maria and Luis helped her every step of the way, making sure everything was in order for her new adventure. The day of departure, the family headed to the airport. They stood in front of the boarding gate, hugging each other one last time before Anna boarded the plane. "We love you, Anna. Take care and keep shining," Maria said with tears in her eyes. "We'll miss you, but we know you'll be fine. Keep the faith and follow your path with courage," Luis added, hugging her tightly. Anna, moved by her family's love and support, gave them one last hug before heading to the boarding gate. "I love you all. See you soon," she said with a smile full of hope. Anna arrived in New York and immersed herself in her new job. The city was vibrant and full of opportunities, and Anna quickly adapted to her new life. Her career took off quickly, and she soon became one of the most sought-after models in the industry. Despite the distance, Anna maintained constant contact with her family. They talked by phone and video calls, sharing their experiences and supporting each other through the new stages of their lives. Meanwhile, in Mexico, Maria and Luis continued to strengthen their relationship and their work in the community. Maria's fashion house continued to thrive, and Luis found new ways to integrate his faith and fatherhood into his daily life. With Anna settled in New York and her career in full swing, Maria and Luis focused on their own projects in Mexico. Although the distance was difficult, the family bonds remained strong, thanks to technology and the commitment to stay in touch. Maria decided to expand her fashion house, taking her designs to an international level. Inspired by Anna's success and the desire to continue growing, she began working on a new collection that would combine traditional Mexican elements with modern trends. This project not only represented a business opportunity, but also a way to honor her roots and the journey she had traveled. One afternoon, Maria called her design team for an important meeting. "I want this new collection to be special. We will fuse the best of our traditions with current trends. I want each piece to tell a story, our story," Maria said with passion in her voice. The design team, inspired by her vision, got to work. They worked tirelessly, creating a line of clothing that captured the essence of Mexican culture and contemporary fashion. Meanwhile, Luis continued developing his work in the parish, focusing on community programs that supported families and youth. He organized art, music, and sports workshops, providing a safe and positive space for neighborhood youth. One afternoon, during one of the workshops, Luis met with a group of teenagers to talk about their aspirations and challenges. "I want you to know that this place is here for you. You can find support, learn new skills, and most importantly, feel part of a community. We are here to help you achieve your dreams," Luis said with a warm smile. The youth, inspired by his words, began to actively participate in the workshops, finding in them a source of motivation and hope. In New York, Anna adapted quickly to her new life, and her career took off impressively. She graced the covers of several fashion magazines and participated in major fashion shows. Despite her success, she always found time to stay connected with her family in Mexico. One night, after a successful fashion show, Anna called her mother via video call. "Mom, the show was incredible. I felt so powerful on the runway. All the hard work and sacrifices have paid off," Anna said with excitement in her voice. "I'm so proud of you, Anna. I knew you would achieve great things. Remember, we are always here for you, no matter the distance," Maria replied with a smile full of pride. As months passed, Anna felt the need to return to Mexico to visit her family and share her success with them. She decided to take a brief break from her hectic schedule and organize a surprise visit. She arrived in Mexico on a sunny summer day and went straight to her parents' house. When Maria and Luis saw her at the door, their faces lit up with joy. "Anna, what a wonderful surprise," Maria exclaimed, hugging her daughter tightly. "We missed you so much, daughter. We are so happy to have you back, even if it's just for a short time," Luis added, smiling. During her stay, Anna spent quality time with her family, enjoying the company and shared memories. Together, they visited significant places from their past and talked about their future plans. One night, while dining in the garden, Anna shared her thoughts and reflections with her family. "This time away has taught me a lot about myself and what I truly value. I'm grateful for all the support and love you have always given me. I want to keep pursuing my dreams, but I also want to make sure we stay connected," Anna said sincerely. "We will always be here for you, Anna, no matter where you are or what you're doing. You are part of this family and always will be," Maria replied, holding her daughter's hand. "Remember that distance cannot break the bonds that unite us. Follow your dreams, and we will support you every step of the way," Luis added with a look full of love. Life continued with its challenges and joys for Anna, Maria, and Luis. With Anna back in New York, the family stayed united through constant calls and occasional visits. However, Luis's role as a father and priest continued to evolve, bringing new challenges and important decisions. Luis's commitment to expanding the parish's community programs was met with enthusiasm and support from both the community and his family. His vision for a community center that would offer educational services, counseling, and recreational activities was ambitious, but his dedication made it clear that it was a cause worth supporting. Luis organized a community meeting to present his project, speaking with passion and determination. "Dear friends, today I present a project that can transform our community. We want to build a community center that provides support to all who need it, a place where our youth can grow and develop, and our families can find the support they deserve," he said, his voice filled with conviction. The community responded with excitement, eager to contribute to the cause and support Luis's vision. Maria, always ready to support Luis and contribute to meaningful causes, immediately offered her assistance. "Luis, I am proud of you and what you are doing for the community. I want to help in any way I can. We can organize fundraising events and use the influence of the fashion house to attract more support," Maria proposed with a warm smile. She organized a charity fashion show to raise funds for the new community center, leveraging her connections in the fashion world to gather support from designers, celebrities, and community members. Anna, despite her busy schedule in New York, made the decision to return to Mexico to support her family and participate in the fashion show. The event was held in an elegant hall, beautifully decorated to reflect a blend of Mexican culture and modern glamour. The atmosphere was charged with excitement and anticipation. Before the show began, Maria addressed the audience with heartfelt gratitude. "We are here to support a project that will change lives. Thank you all for your generosity and for believing in our vision. Together we can make a difference," Maria said, her words resonating with the audience. Anna graced the runway, showcasing one of the most striking designs from Maria's new collection. Her confident walk and radiant presence garnered enthusiastic applause from the crowd, who were impressed by her grace and beauty. After the show, Maria, Anna, and Luis took the stage together to express their thanks. "This community center will be a beacon of hope for our community. Thank you to each of you for making it possible. Your support means the world to us," Luis said, visibly moved by the community's response and generosity. The success of the event was a significant milestone, and the family gathered at home to reflect on the day's achievements and plan the next steps for the project. I'm so proud of what we achieved today. This community center will be a place where many people find hope and opportunities," Anna said, embracing her parents with gratitude and joy. Their collective efforts not only strengthened their family bond but also demonstrated the power of community and the impact of coming together to support a shared vision. "Anna, your presence here made a big difference. You have always been an inspiration to us and to everyone around you," Maria replied with a smile full of love. "We are achieving great things, and this is just the beginning. With the community's support and our dedication, we will make this dream come true," Luis added, feeling a deep sense of satisfaction and gratitude. Despite the success, Luis knew there were still many challenges ahead. Building the community center required permits, coordination with different entities, and meticulous planning. He decided to form a committee with parish members and local experts to ensure the project moved forward smoothly. One afternoon, while reviewing the center's plans, Luis received an unexpected call from the bishop of the diocese. The bishop wanted to discuss the project and its impact on the community. "Luis, I admire your dedication and vision for the community. This project is ambitious and has great potential. I want to offer you my support and ensure you have the necessary resources to carry it out," the bishop said encouragingly. Luis felt a profound relief and gratitude. "Thank you, Your Excellency. Your support means a lot to me and to all who believe in this project. Together we can make a big difference," Luis responded with an emotional voice. The story of sacrifice, love, and redemption was reaching its climax, showing that although the road was difficult, the power of love and family could overcome any adversity. Anna, Maria, and Luis were ready to face the future with hope and determination, knowing that together they could achieve anything. Life had changed significantly for Anna, Maria, and Luis since the truth came to light, and they began to heal the wounds of the past. Now, united by a deeper love and understanding, each reflected on the journey that had brought them to this point. Anna, Maria, and Luis each found a moment of peace in their lives, reflecting on their journeys and the profound changes they had experienced. Their stories intertwined, revealing the transformative power of love, sacrifice, and faith. Anna, sitting by her apartment window in New York, looked out over the city with a deep sense of accomplishment and gratitude. From her early days in the convent to her current success as a model, her life had been marked by significant transformations. She had faced numerous challenges, each contributing to her personal growth and resilience. "I've come a long way," she mused, "from the convent to the runways of New York. Everything I've achieved is thanks to the love and support of my family. I never imagined discovering so many truths about myself and my origins, although I've faced many challenges. Each one has made me stronger and more grateful for what I have." Her reflection was a testament to the strength and determination that had propelled her forward, fueled by the unwavering support of her family. Maria, back in Mexico in her design studio, was surrounded by her work, reflecting on her journey with a sense of fulfillment. As she designed her new collection, her thoughts wandered back to the difficult decision she had made years ago. "So many things have happened since that day I made the difficult decision to leave Anna at the convent," she thought, gently touching a piece of fabric. Every sacrifice, every tear shed was worth it to see her flourish and find her way. "I've learned that true love involves sacrifice but also brings immense reward. My daughter is my greatest achievement and my greatest pride." Maria's reflection highlighted the deep love and sacrifice that had shaped her path, and her pride in Anna's achievements was evident. Luis, after the Sunday Mass at his parish, took a quiet moment to reflect on his life and the balance he had achieved between his vocations. Looking at his congregation, he felt a deep sense of gratitude and contentment. "God has blessed me with a wonderful family and a vocation I love," he reflected. "Every challenge we faced has brought us closer together. Being a father and a priest has been a difficult balance, but I've learned that love and faith can coexist and strengthen each other. Anna and Maria are my strength and my inspiration." Louis's thoughts revealed the harmony he had found in integrating his roles as a father and a priest, appreciating the strength and inspiration his family provided. Their reflections illustrate a profound journey of growth and reconciliation, each finding fulfillment in the unique paths they had navigated. Together, they embody the themes of love, sacrifice, and the power of family bonds, showing that even the most challenging decisions can lead to a life filled with purpose and joy. He remembered Father Miguel's words and how he had found the balance between his vocation and his family. He knew that although the road had been difficult, every step had brought him closer to peace and personal fulfillment. They decided to gather again in Mexico to celebrate together and reflect on all they had achieved. On a quiet summer afternoon, they met in Maria's garden, surrounded by flowers and shared memories. "Looking back, I realize how far we've come. Each of us has faced challenges, but together we've found the strength to overcome them," Anna said, looking at her parents with love. Maria, Louise, and Anna's story is a powerful narrative of resilience, love, and redemption, reflecting the profound impact of familial bonds and the strength found in overcoming adversity. Their journey illustrates the transformative power of unconditional love and the courage required to confront and reconcile with the past. Maria's journey began with the immense sacrifice of leaving her daughter behind, driven by a profound desire to ensure a better future for Anna. Her decision, though heart-wrenching, was rooted in a selfless love that transcended time and distance. Despite the pain of separation, Maria's unwavering hope and dedication to Anna's well-being were evident in every choice she made, guiding Anna toward a life filled with potential and promise. Louise, grappling with the duality of his religious vocation and his role as a father, faced a complex path of self-discovery and acceptance. His journey towards reconciling his past decisions with his present reality revealed the depth of his commitment to both his faith and his family. Through his efforts to reconnect with Anna and Maria, Luis not only sought forgiveness, but also found a renewed sense of purpose, blending his spiritual and familial responsibilities into a harmonious existence. Anna's rise in the fashion world, despite the initial challenges and the discovery of her true origins, symbolizes the power of personal growth and the enduring strength of the human spirit. Her success and her deepening relationships with her family members highlight the importance of resilience and self-belief. Anna's story serves as an inspiring reminder that even in the face of life's toughest trials, the love and support of family can illuminate the path to achieving one's dreams. Together, Maria, Luis, and Anna's story embodies the essence of sacrifice, forgiveness, and the pursuit of redemption. Their experiences teach us that while the past may hold moments of pain and difficulty, there is always potential for healing and new beginnings. True love, as demonstrated by their journey, involves not only the act of giving but also the capacity to forgive and rebuild, allowing for a future filled with hope and possibility. Ultimately, their narrative serves as a testament to the enduring strength of family ties and the transformative power of love, reminding us that despite the obstacles we may face, the bonds we share can guide us toward a brighter, more fulfilling future. Thank you for joining us on this heartfelt journey through the lives of Maria, Louise, and Anna. From Maria's difficult decision to leave her daughter at an orphanage to the profound and transformative connections that followed, we've witnessed a powerful story of love, sacrifice, and redemption. As you reflect on the events we've explored today, consider what you've learned from this story. What insights or lessons have stood out to you? How might these experiences influence your own life and relationships? We'd love to hear from you. Please share one key takeaway that you plan to put into practice in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, please leave your comment, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more inspiring content. Your support means the world to us and helps us continue to bring you stories and lessons that matter. Thank you for watching, and we look forward to connecting with you in the next video.